Ready? Ready? Everybody ready? Okay, Hampton's a good team, very talented team, individually talented, and have a ton of pieces that are they're a very talented basketball team, well coached, and have had some big wins this year, have competed really well, and certainly without a doubt we knew that we were going to have our hands full. I'm so proud of these guys. I'm genuinely proud of them. I mean, think what they've been to Virginia twice. They lost an absolute heartbreaker that you have a 99.9% chance of winning. They recovered from that. Didn't play great against Longwood, recovered from that. Got home, rested, and played one of our best games of the year. And the most important thing to me in college basketball is their growth as men and their education. And basketball is third. And it's really important, it was really important to me how they responded, because how they responded today would be a step towards how they're going to respond as a father and a husband and a citizen. And it was a great teaching time. And I know it's not a popular thing to say sometimes, but winning is important. But today it wasn't the most important thing to me. How they responded and the character that they played with, and how we honored God with the important things. Our effort and our attitude and our execution was what was important. And the winning is just a bonus. And what I asked them to do, the character I asked them to play with, they passed with flying colors. And it just speaks of what is important. And again, I fully realize that's not an overly popular opinion, that I know how important winning is, and trust me, nobody wants to win more than we do. But today was the character issues were more important than the winning. But we played great, particularly the last 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Our guys really executed. They had to really dig deep. I don't know if you've ever tried it. Just try running your company with half of your employees, or running your anything with half of what you had yesterday. And that's what these guys have done. And they've played the last 8 or 9 games with half of what we started. And they have responded like no team I've ever been around. And I'm so very proud of them for their attitude, their effort, and their execution. And that begins with Flanders and Dede. Flanders is the first guy in the history of our program to ever be voted unanimously as our captain since I've been the head coach here. And Dede has pulled right up beside him, and they are leading this team. And it is a beautiful thing to see. And to see what they're saying, and to see how they're executing in the huddle, and what they're doing in the huddle, and how they're encouraging their teammates, and then how productive they are also. And so if Flan isn't the most productive player in the country over the last 3 weeks, it will not take long to call roll, because he has been phenomenal. And tonight he was phenomenal. And I'm proud of his play, but I'm more proud of how he's growing as a man. I'm way more proud of that. And it's been amazing to see the transition even from last year to this year on how he handles his business. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's what college basketball is really, really all about. So I know that's what I wanted to share tonight. I know we got questions, but that's really, really important part of tonight. And Hope and I talked about that at length today, about how important how we handled things tonight would be.
Plan, you shoot, rebound, block. Are there any tools in your arsenal that we don't know about?
You want to show them a dance move?
Yeah, I dance. That's about it.
Can you talk about your game tonight? Just a complete, probably, I would say the best game you've ever had as a college player. I mean, maybe you had something like this in high school, but I was telling these guys, I've been watching games in here since 1982, and that's one of the top 5 performances I've ever seen.
I appreciate that, man.
I mean, that was talk about just what you were doing. I mean, the energy level. How do you just keep going 40 minutes and never slow down.
Hey man, last game I was tired. I was a little tired. I texted my dad, and I was just like, I opened up to him. I was just like, I'm tired, Dad. I don't know if I can keep going like this. And he was just like, pray. It's all God, man. It's none of this is me. He prayed for me. They prayed for I got a lot of people praying for me. My teammates, this is a test of my teammates, my coaching staff, the way I played tonight. They got me open shots. They got me just kept feeding me. I'm not tired. That's what Coach tells us every day. We're not tired. That's just a stigma of having 8 players. But like I said, man, it's all God, man. I don't know. I'm still not tired. I can go back and play 40 more minutes.
I take that.
I'm tired.
I just feel good, man. Our training staff, they keep me going. They keep me going. Even when I don't want to do it, they make me do it because they know I'm gonna play a lot of minutes. So man, that's all it is. It's my teammates, God, my coaches.
What about the way, Dede has kind of raised his level, and I know you see that as the guy on the floor with him, but together y'all have become kind of like a, I don't want to be stupid, but Batman and Robin type thing, I mean, you just kind of carrying yourself.
That's my guy, man. That's been my roommate since I got here. We, like you said, I'm the right hand, he's the left hand. We stick together through everything, through the good, through the bad, anything. So I mean, the test that he's just playing great. I mean, I don't know what it is. He been in the gym. He's just been playing great, man, and I'm so glad to see him play the way he is.
I mean, the secret's out on you by now. Everybody knows you're the real deal, and yet you can still continue to produce. I mean, how do you do it? What's the secret?
Like I said, man, the coaching staff, man, giving me open plays. They was denying me in the second half fully, and somehow they found me. My teammates found me. The coaching staff calling plays, and they still got the ball to me. And that's all it is, man. Just great minds on this coaching staff and great minds on our team. That's all it is.
Barkley, you had a 17-point lead. First half was unbelievable.
Mhm.
Then you knew they were going to make
Yep.
their run because they have too many players. I mean, they're just so talented. Talk about how your team handled that when you got those guys like Morrow and Stan. I mean, they're pushing you, and you never gave up the lead. It got close, but
Yeah.
you never gave up the lead.
It's a whole new strategy that I've never coached this way before, going deep into possessions. You've been here a long time. We don't typically go deep into possessions. And we're having to really adjust how we play. And we can't rest on the defensive end. So we have some times where we're resting 15 seconds on the offensive end. And we'll get it to Flan or DD, and we'll just and that's hard because now we have to create a shot and we have to try to get a rhythmed shot in 15 seconds. And it's really difficult. But we don't really have any choice. Because if we don't do that, if we don't coach that way, we're going to run out of gas. And then we're not going to be able to play at the pace. And so we got it to the 4-minute mark, and then we called that off because they could get right into the flow and just gut it out for 4 minutes. And, it's Dede carries such a heavy load for us because he's playing so much point guard. And how he's playing and what he's doing and how he has developed into really one of the better guards in the league. When you start talking about who are the best guards in the league, you have to mention Dede Buskey, and I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of Duncan too. Duncan has not done as well as he's capable of doing the last 2 or 3 games, and he was really good tonight in the second half. Not so much with points, but with defense and switching and communicating and talking and good box outs. And then it's hard on Ty. Ty has a frame that plays 25 minutes in college. And, Ty's playing 40 minutes also, and he's just exhausted walking up and down the court, but shows so much character. And I'm just so proud of him also. I'm proud of all of them. It's an adventure. I've never had the privilege of coaching really 7 guys and a guy that was a walk-on 2 weeks ago and now is on scholarship for a semester. And I've never had the privilege of doing that. And we're kind of learning, and these guys have fought their way back to 500 in the league after a 1-3 start. And so we needed this one. We got to really rest up tomorrow and be really smart in the training room tonight. Recovery starts the first 30 minutes after a game, and then we got to get to get to practice after church and then get up to Spartanburg and get kind of bedded down and get more treatment and see what we can do Monday. But I'm having so much fun. I mean, I'm learning from this team, and I haven't learned from a team in a long time. I'm learning from this team, and it is a joy walking this out with them. All right, appreciate you guys.